Hey everyone, I just thought I'd do a quick video showing my setup and yeah, all the kit that I've got and how it looks behind the scenes as I'm doing these videos. So quickly, I'm just going to go through my equipment. So as you can probably see there, I've got a Razer Nari Ultimate Wireless headset. I've also got my microphone, which is a Rode NTU, and I've also got the Rode PSA 1, I think it's called, mic stand. Looking at my monitors there, I've got three 4K monitors. One is a 32-inch, which is in the middle with the Samsung one. I've got on the left a 28-inch and on the right same 28-inch. They're made by AOC. They're all 4K monitors, so I do use two mainly at a time. Sometimes I turn the third one off. Depends what I've got really going on. Now also, probably didn't record this very well just because I recorded it on my phone. I'm actually doing a voiceover after this. But I have got a Rocat Vulcan 120 keyboard there. I've also got a lot of Razer gear as well. So I've got a Razer mouse pad and mouse. And yeah, obviously I've got the headset as well to go with that. A Stream Deck. So got myself one of the smaller Stream Decks, which I find really useful, especially when I'm playing in game and I've got it set up with custom commands for VCA, so my version of GPS, especially with Headland Manager as well and Advanced File Manager. Do use it for my Adobe softwares, so it opens up Audition or Photoshop, and yeah, it's just really useful because it's just one button click. So I do recommend using that. Again, if you're not using Sim Dashboard, it's a really good alternative to Sim Dashboard. So I kind of use both. Depends how I'm playing. A lot of the time when I've got a boom across and a mic across, it is pretty difficult to have a tablet there as well. Just because I've got so much going on my desk, it feels like. So I do like having the Stream Deck as another option. Now also, I've got a laptop that I use for mainly editing, but sometimes gaming as well, depending on what I'm doing and where I am. If I do go away somewhere, maybe I can take it with me, do a bit of gaming if I get a chance. A lot of the time when I'm going away, I don't really do much gaming because I do so much at home, and also with the videos that I make, sometimes it's nice to have a bit of a break and try do something different. But the laptop itself is brilliant. It's an MSI GP66 Leopard, really good, really definitely good. It's got full HD 15.6 inch display, 144 Hz refresh rate, Intel Core i7, and 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory, so which is plenty for the games I play. And then the graphics card in it is actually an RTX 3080. So it's 8 gigabyte and it's got 1 terabyte storage SSD. So it's really useful, really powerful as well, and it really helps me out when I'm editing, especially if I'm trying to sit with the missus and not just sit upstairs away. So I can actually go downstairs and do some editing. Now, I think I haven't missed anything there. I'm hoping I haven't anyway. But we'll get on to the PC. But yeah, mainly I've got my three 4K monitors, my laptop at the side that I do transfer files over to. I also use it to upload my videos, especially if most of the videos that I do in 4K are about 30 gigabytes. So as I'm showing you now, it's a bit of a random storage area that I've got pretty much all my PC parts in, because I have built the last 3 PCs that I've been using. And yeah, it's just got a lot of storage. Some of it's modelling that I've tended to do a lot more in the past than I do now, which is a bit of Warhammer. I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to stuff like that. And yeah, mainly it's just PC parts and gaming stuff. I've got a few bottles of alcohol there that I don't really touch, unfortunately. Never really get a chance to. But they've been there for quite some time, mainly gifts. And yeah, it is a full-on man cave. It is my gaming den, my man cave. It's where I make my content. It is pretty much just a room where I can full-on escapism. So I do also have a racing chair that's got my G29, I think it is, Logitech steering wheel on and pedals. I do use that sometimes and hook up to FS, but at the moment it's actually mainly used while I'm playing on the PS5 and playing Formula 1. So I'm a big fan of Formula 1 and do try and watch every race if I'm not in work. And yeah, I do like using it for the racing side of things. So mainly at the moment it's hooked up to the TV that's just on the right with my PS5. And yeah, I play some Formula 1 with that. Hopefully I'm not missing things. I am trying to record this. I was recording this late at night, and I thought I'd do the voiceover at another time. And the main reason I'm doing this is because I've had some questions about my setup, obviously, but also I got sent an item by BenQ, and I thought I'd try it out, use it for a week, and then eventually tell you what it's like and if I can recommend it to you, because I'm not going to tell you anything other than that. It's going to be the full truth. So, yeah, I thought I'd do a setup before and after installing this item that was kindly sent to me by BenQ. So we'll get into that in a second. But first, let's talk about my PC. So this is actually the third PC that I've built since doing FS content. Now, I usually do my own custom water loops, but I had a bit of a leak on one of the seals, so what I decided to do was just go a bit simplistic this time and get an all-in-one kind of setup when it comes to water cooling. So I have actually got an AIO cooler on there, which is a Cool Master, and the graphics card itself is a 3080 Strix, so I've got a 3080, performs perfectly fine whilst doing 4K content, and obviously running 3 4K monitors. And then especially with all the editing that I'm doing, mainly through the graphics card on this or either on my laptop. So it has had, its fair use since I've had it, and it's done me really well. So I am running basically a radiator for the AIO cooler there. It's quite simple. It is a really simple setup that I've done this time around. Whereas before I've had a full custom loop with radiators, 2 radiators at times, my own EK blocks. I go for EK blocks on the CPU and on the GPU at times. When I had a 1080 Ti and the 2080 Ti, I did have my own custom blocks on both of them. But then when I moved to the Strix, I decided to just go air cooling. So it does save in a lot of time and cost, and obviously every 6 months giving it a bit of a service, cleaning the liquid out and then refreshing it. So it does save me time on that front, but I am missing my normal custom loops and the way they look. So yeah, it works perfectly fine, but ideally I'd like my own custom loop, just because I'm a bit of an enthusiast when it comes to PCs, and I love the idea of building your own from scratch and making it a bit custom to what you're doing. So it is quite simple, the build that I'm running right now, but it works a treat. So let's go through some of the specs then. As I've already mentioned, I've got a 3080 Strix graphics card in there. Memory wise, I'm running 32 gigabytes, and each block is 16 gigabytes. My motherboard is a Crosshair 8 Hero this time around, so it's an AM4 slot because I'm running a Ryzen. And the CPU, I've got a Ryzen 9 5950X 16-core processor. So really powerful for editing mainly, and yeah, again, it works absolutely perfect. So yeah, that is pretty much my setup and my PC, and hopefully I haven't missed anything. If I have, please ask me in the comment section. I'll try and tell you exactly what I've got going there, and I can share some links as well if you want me to. But I think now let's get into the item that was sent kindly by BenQ, and yeah, we'll go through it. Right, so the item I was sent by BenQ is the monitor light. It's a ScreenBar monitor light, and it goes on the top of your monitor. It's really good for eye strain, and for someone like me that's editing videos, and I spend a lot of time behind my monitors, with me having 3 monitors, and also the main one that's obviously the bigger one in the middle. I do stare at these monitors for quite some time, like a lot of people do. So probably a lot of people that are watching my content are also playing on PC at the same time, and just staring at your monitor. And eye strain is a thing. You probably feel it sometimes, headaches and stuff like that. But this item, in all fairness to it, I have used it now for a week. I thought I'll do the video after I've actually used it so I can get a better reflection of what the product is like. And it's really nifty, really well made, and I can't fault it at all. And in the week's time that I've been using it, I haven't really touched it. I've just turned it on, and it automatically senses the light in the room, so the ambient light, and it adjusts to the light levels according. It lights up the area just in front of the monitor, so where my keyboard is, and it's just illuminating pretty much the keyboard in front of the monitor, and it fits perfectly on top of this monitor. I didn't need to get it sized or anything like that. It's an all-in-one fit, and it's pretty cool. It's well made. You can feel it when an item's well made. It's not flimsy or anything. It's a decent product. So I thought I'd just show you quickly in the box how it looks. So that's the screen bar itself. You've got a USB charging cable, so it plugs straight into the PC. You've also got the stand there that actually it's weighted, so it hangs off the back end of the monitor, and then at the front it will you would connect it to from that clamp. So really, like I said, simplistic design, but sturdy and also easy to set up, which is always helpful because you don't want anything that's too difficult to set up. But honestly, it's plug and play. You plug it in and it works. So now I'm just going to quickly show you how it looks on top of my monitor. So sorry about the quality of the video if you're struggling to see it. It's just because I haven't really actually got a camera, so I've been recording this on my phone. A lot of the recording I do, as you know, is through a PC. But yeah, this is the monitor, so you just turn it on, which I've done there, and it's sensing the light. Turned it off again, and if I turn it on in a second, I can actually show you what it's doing as it's looking down at my keyboard. So, like I said, really simplistic design, fits well on top of the monitor, and also has a massive impact as you're gaming, or especially if you're editing like me, who sits behind a computer concentrating quite a bit. It can obviously cause eye strain issues, which this helps reduce. So thanks for watching. If anyone's interested in reading a bit more on the BenQ ScreenBar Monitor Lite, links in the video description. I'll link it to the website and also to the Amazon link, and you can have a look for yourself from there. Big thank you to BenQ for sending me this. Really do appreciate it. And also massive thank you to everyone that watches the channel. Hopefully it's answered a few questions on my setup, how I make the videos, and what hardware I'm actually using whilst playing the game as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.